and today I am going to show you how to remove the front bumper off of your M4, M3, pretty much any F-Series car is the same or very similar. The reason I'm taking it off is because I'm shooting a separate series of videos on the cooling system for the car and I wanted to give you a little close-up look at it, but a lot of people remove it for other modifications, and it's just a handy thing to know how to do. If this is your first time at the channel, please subscribe, like this video, stick around. There might be some other cool stuff you're interested in. Here she is. This is my baby. I love this car. It's my dream car. Oh, shout out to M Group. If you guys are not members yet and you own an M car, you need to go to mgroup.org and sign up. It's free to join, at least as of right now while I'm shooting this. So this is the front bumper that we're going to be removing. Now, theoretically, you can remove it while it is still on the ground, but as you can see with my lip, I have super low clearance to get down there to remove some screws that I need to take out. So I'm going to use my trusty QuickJack and lift it up. So if you've never seen a QuickJack before, I don't know where you've been, but it's this easy. You push a button and you have a lift. Now inside the wheel well, you're going to see 1, 2 back here in the shadow, 3 right here by my finger, 8mm screws that you have to remove. Here goes number 1. All right, take off the other 2. Okay, it's really tight. Let me start from up here. All right, so yeah, you just have to pull it out from here. Okay, so with the light in here, you can see there are 2 more 8mm, and these are holding the actual top of the bumper onto the, I don't know, hood of the car or whatever's above the bumper. So you have to remove these 2. Anyway, that's enough hand tools. I'm gonna start using this, and that's how you can get to them right up through here. So these are the fender liner ones, and the ones up top are a lot longer. And that second one is pretty far back, and there's a really good chance that you're gonna drop it when you're getting it out. So you'll probably have to reach under here and fish it out. Okay, so now that those are done, do the exact same thing for the other side of the car. Okay, now if we come under the car, there's nice little M logoed plastic panels here that have more 8mm screws in them. It's 3 across the top, 1 in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this panel from both sides. Oh, and there's 1 more, 2 more on the back side of it. All right, this side is removed. Now, same thing for this panel right here. All right, if you guys haven't met Millie, this is Millie, the shop dog. She's here to help me. For this next step, we're about to take the bumper off, so you want to make sure you have some place set up to put it. We're just going to peel this weather stripping off, because under here are some more things to remove. So in the middle here are 6 T30s, and the 2 on the very ends are T25s. All right, so I'm going to start with all of the T30s. All right, so since my carbon fiber lip has these screws along here, they are going into this plastic piece, which is preventing the bumper from coming off. So I'm not sure, if you don't have a lip, if there's anything here you need to remove or not. But it looks like my options are remove them or remove this panel and leave it attached to the bumper, which I'm going to have to take this off anyway because I am going to be changing the coolant. So I think I'm just going to take this panel off and see if that works. All right, so I just dropped this by removing 3 more 8mm and 2 of these T40s from the sides. I'm going to see if that will allow this to come off now. My edge off. All right, yeah, it seems to be coming now. And pull this one down, keep it away. Slide off a little. Okay, start working it slowly. Down to Papa. Yeah. Okay. Do still have some stuff attached, so abort mission. All right, so trying to figure this out as I go after I get this started. You can see this tube right here is the headlight washer thing, and with my finger on the side of it, you won't be able to see, but it feels kind of like a button almost. And when I push on it, it starts to push this whole assembly out. I was originally trying to push this whole tube out, following some other directions, but that doesn't work. There's only this little piece that you can get your finger on that actually moves it. And I'm going to have to do this with two hands so that I don't pull this and break it. But once I get it out, you can see this pieces that are painted yellow on the side are little clips that will unclip. Try to set my phone on the edge here so you can see it. So I can grab a hold of this guy and pull it out and stop him. And I'm supposed to be able to gently pull these little clips off. Okay. Okay, I see now. Yep, so there are these little tiny holes on it. And they went on here. So let's see, it's just going to retract back in. I can show you what it looks like from right here. I think I finally figured out what you have to do. So after removing the cover, I kept messing with this clip over here on the left when I should have been messing with this clip here pointed by the arrow. And there is an identical one on the bottom. So from this angle you can see both of these clips. And what you have to do is, with the bumper like this, I went through with my right hand, with my index finger and my middle finger, I touched both of these clips, pulled them to the right, and then with my left hand I went around through here to grab the back of this thing like so from here, and started wiggling it and pulling it back. So I think I have it loose enough from pulling on these clips that it might come out now. But you can see that it's starting to separate from that clip there. So to demonstrate, you push this clip that way, both the top and bottom one at the same time. And then pull this thing back out this way. And it comes out. Okay, so both of those clips are attached to this washer. So this is what the spray nozzle washer does. So you want to make sure that the nozzles are pointing up. So I'm going to leave this in this orientation. It rotates here, but stays pretty firm. That way I don't have to lose any fluids. And holy crap, it's finally separated. All right, I got this side disconnected in literally under 60 seconds after knowing how to do it. Now, hopefully one last time, I'm going to try to take this off. Now, I believe in the passenger side, there is still a main wiring harness type cable that is still attached, as well as the hose for the washer fluid thing that I will look for here. it's supposed to be. All right, so I can already see that the washer fluid is just in some, the hose for it is just held on to some tabs in the bumper. So I'm just going to start pulling the hose out. Ah. The hose out of the bracket. Pretty much just runs all the way down the front. And here's the electrical connection down towards the bottom. Struggling here. Definitely be easier if there were two people. So for this guy, you have to squeeze the top of these tabs and work it really hard back and forth. Oh, thanks, Millie. Just giving me moral support. Okay, I finally had to resort to a flathead screwdriver under the corners to get it out. These little tabs have to come over that little notch right there. Now sometime, eventually, I'm gonna get this thing off. So, and it is almost disconnected. Let's have a couple more clips. Oh my god. Front bumper is off. Alright. This beast is off and on some sawhorses. That's how I feel too, Millie. And now for the first time, we can see what this looks like. Now, when I take that off, I'll be able to clean a lot of this stuff. And it's my dining radiator. Alright, so this was the monster to get off. And that hose is just clipped along the inside of the bumper. That's all that I was undoing. So to put this back on, I'm really gonna hope that I have somebody else here at the time to help me hold it while I clip this back together and get it all put back. Whew, that was more work than I thought it was going to be, but it's done, and now that I know how to do it, it's going to be so much easier. Hopefully this has helped you to see what you're going to come up against and how to get these parts off. So please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will keep you posted of new things I'm doing to the M4.